Out of MSP Airport.
25 people rushed to the hospital after severe turbulence forced a flight heading to Amsterdam to land right here in the Twin Cities. Audrey Russo is live at the airport. Audrey, a pretty scary situation there.
Yeah, Jason, Alicia, definitely a very scary situation. In the last 5 minutes, I did speak with two passengers who tell me they were on that flight, one of which had a cast on his arm. They did not want to go on camera. They tell me that they are just trying to find their bags and make sense of what just happened to them. But that, you know, they are still very much amid an entire flight of people trying to make sense of the turbulence that they experienced last night. So let's walk you through exactly what we do know about this Amsterdam-bound flight. We reached out to MSP and take a look at this statement. They told us that around 7:45 last night, this Amsterdam-bound flight from Salt Lake City was diverted to MSP due to in-flight turbulence that caused injuries. Now, in a video feed from MSP Live, the plane can be seen making that emergency landing, surrounded by flashing lights and first responder vehicles from MSP's fire department and their paramedic crews. Now, that emergency response was still visible around the Airbus A330-900 even after the sun went down. So we reached out to Delta Airlines, who described the incident as, quote, significant turbulence, confirming 25 people on board were brought to hospitals to receive care. Delta also thanked the first responders who were there and ready, waiting at the scene. Now, again, we were here overnight. We saw Delta crews loading up baggage from that flight into some of their cupboards that they have down by baggage claim just to store them for safekeeping. And again, we're now watching folks come in from that flight to try to get their baggage. So there's no word on how all of the passengers are doing this morning. No word on how badly they were injured and whether it was just passengers or other members of the flight crew who also needed to receive care from local hospitals. Delta says that they are working directly with the passengers who were on that flight to make sure their needs are met. But Jason, Alicia, definitely a scary situation and one that I can imagine would make somebody understandably concerned about flying.
Audrey, did the individual you talked to with the cast on their arm, I know they didn't want to be on camera, but did they mention if they were able to rebook or if they're ever going to get back onto that flight again?
They did not mention that. They are kind of singularly focused on getting their bags. I believe this couple may have actually spent the night here in the airport rather than going to a hotel. So they did not say whether or not they were able to get rebooked.
Oh man, a rough few hours for them. I mean, to have a cast on your arm just shows you the amount of turbulence and just how rough it was for those passengers. Audrey, thank you very much for that update. We appreciate it.